Alrighty, it is a few seconds. Okay, never mind. It's ticked over. Time to time to read the news. I'm on time. I'm good today. Changed the banner. It's now Roxy instead of Meliodas. But that's kind of cool, honestly. All right, they switched it to military time, which is interesting. So 11. I'm not good at military time. I guess short maintenance 11 to 12:30, which means for me it's like 2 a.m. to 3:30 a.m., which is a bit unfortunate. I don't like that they keep tacking on an extra 30 minutes at the end of the maintenance for me, but oh well, you know, it's pretty late when I have to get around to these patches. Anyways, Grand Cross 2nd Anniversary Special Pickup Bundle. Or not bundle, banner. Reach 600 loyalty points to get the worst hero you've ever seen. Awesome party, Hawk and Oslo. So I like Oslo and Hawk a lot. Oslo is a really cool character, and the fact that they bundled these two characters together I think is just absolutely perfect. But the problem is this character is big support for Winged King, the Festival King, because of the way the passive works on this unit, which I think, if I'm not mistaken, is not written here. So I think it makes it to where damage over time skills like bleed, shock, corrosion, etc. deal 35% more damage. If I'm not mistaken, I could definitely be wrong on that. But yeah, other than that, they really don't have a whole lot going for them. So I think this is going to be the first banner in a while that I am skipping, and that says a lot because I've basically been summoning on every single banner for like the last 7 months. So this is definitely a huge skip. Okay. The new hero will be available through the Grand Cross 2nd Anniversary Festival Special Pickup Draw event. That is a huge mouthful. Good lord. Demon King's Deputy, Executioner Zeldris, and Assault Mode Berserk Meliodas will also be included in the draw pool lineup. So this is the only redeemable factor about this banner, is that honestly, this character is not great. But if you don't already have Executioner Zeldris, which is the new Green Festival Zeldris, Holy War Festival Zeldris, and you don't have Assault Mode Meliodas, they are going to be on the banner. I think they're rated up, but I'm not positive. We'll have to look at the extended patch notes and stuff like that when they drop tomorrow night. I'm sure I could go back and look at the JP patch notes and stuff like that, but I don't have those like readily available, so we'll just look at it tomorrow. Hopefully, I hope that they would be rated up just to give people more incentive, but honestly, this is a huge skip, honestly. All right. So, fan art costumes released. The 7 Catastrophes Gift Party. Craft gifts at the gift workshop and give them to the 7 Catastrophes hero to get fan art costumes. Get Easton's costume from Hawk's Dreamland adventure. So these are obviously really cool. They've been missing in action for a really long time since they officially did the costume contest and everything like that. So I'm glad that these are finally coming to the game. We're not going to talk about it because they've basically teased them like 3,000 times at this point, so I don't really want to keep talking about them. But, you know, they're really cool. Glad that they're coming out. Festival events for part 2 is going to be Special Missions part 2. I'm assuming it will be a free set of tickets to do a multi on the new Hawk and Oslo banner, I would imagine. So that'll be cool, I guess, if you really wanted to. I mean, it's a free multi, so I mean, there's not really any point to complain about it, but I think it would be cooler if it was for the Bond banner. Just saying. Anyways, the 7 Catastrophes Gift Party and Gift Workshop. I don't really keep up with JP and stuff like that as far as like their actual in-game events and stuff like that. Like I do look at their patch notes every so often if there's something interesting in there, but I honestly could not tell you how this works or anything like that. So we'll just have to look at that whenever it comes out to the game. Hawk's Dreamland Adventure, if I'm not mistaken, it's just kind of another sort of thing like Hawk's Wonder Chests or whatever that we have in the game right now, where you just pick chests and stuff like that. It's going to be just a sort of mini game where you can get free rewards and stuff like that, so it's nothing too crazy. I'm sure it'll just cost a certain amount of currency that you get from playing free stages, boss battles, etc., and then you'll be able to rack up X amount of those per day, and then you can go into Hawk's Dreamland Adventure and use those materials as sort of like access to the minigame. So, yeah. Fight Festival Victory Event. I kind of like these. It forces people who, like me, who don't really like to play PvP all that much, to play PvP. So on one hand, I do get really tired of PvP during this event because it's not like I really have to play it a whole lot, but more than I normally would. And it's not hard for me to get really burnt out in PvP on this game because of the very demanding meta. So, I don't know, they're cool though. You get a bunch of free rewards and stuff like that from it, so I'm not going to complain. Fort Slogas Reward Dungeon Part 2. I mean, it's basically just going to be another one stamina free stage that you get to do on the Fort Slogas that gives you a bunch of free rewards. I always really like these. These rewards end up stacking very nicely. The one that we just had a diamond in it each day, so that was, 14 diamonds over the past 2 weeks. So that's pretty cool, I guess. Boosting events, so they're going to be doing Brawl Rewards Upgrade, which, if I'm not mistaken, is basically like if you do 3 wins in Brawl, you get a treasure chest, and they're going to upgrade that treasure chest like they normally do for these kind of events and make it to where you can pull better rewards and stuff like that out of it. I guess it just gives more incentive to play Brawl, even though a lot of people don't play it. Like, I'll shoot for like top 6K or something like that. Like, I'll try to be in like the top 6,000 players on Brawl, and by the end of like a 2-week period, I'll maybe have moved down like 2,000 places. So right now I'm in like 5,000 something, and it literally takes me like 5 minutes of just the skipping the battles and stuff like that Brawl does to get right back to where I was. So I don't know, Brawl is very dead at the moment, so this will probably bring a little bit more traffic to Brawl, which is okay, I guess. I honestly kind of like Brawl. It gives you a bunch of free rewards and stuff like that. There's a free shop and stuff, but I don't know, I don't really like to mess with Brawl too much as an actual like event stuff. It's really just kind of boring. So 100% deathmatch rate, which is really nice. If you're not already buying like the monthly bundles and stuff like that guarantees you a 100% deathmatch rate. These are really good for like free-to-play players and stuff like that to just really get in there and grind out demons and stuff, which is cool. Deathmatch host and clear rewards ×2, which is really good. That means if you're going to be sort of, I would take this opportunity to look at the Ragnarok characters that are coming out. If you're really planning on going in on the Ragnarok characters, there's 3 new characters on the banner. They give one of them to you for free. So this would be a really good time to grind out your demons and stuff like that to make sure that you have your horns, your wings, your ears, and your Belmoth cores, so that way you're ready to get all of those characters up to level 90 or wherever you want to get them to. So yeah, take advantage of this while you can, because I always end up, I'm like, oh, like I like these events a whole lot, and then I end up squandering all of my time and never end up grinding as many as I want to. So yeah, take advantage of that while you have it. Equipment salvage rate up. These are always kind of nice, I guess. I don't really use these all that often. These used to be like something that was like super sought after. Like everybody was like, oh my god, when's the new salvage rate up? And now I feel like because we have had so many festival events, these really aren't even all that special anymore. But oh well. SSR equipment rate draw rate up event. So if you're doing equipment gacha or gear gacha, whatever you want to call it, SSR equipment is going to be rated up. Just be aware that for some reason the devs decided that anvils are SR tier and not SSR tier, which is really dumb. So anvils are not rated up, but hammers are, if I'm not mistaken. So I guess that's okay, but anvils should be better. I don't know. They should increase the rate on anvils. That's all I'm trying to say. Sweet Gluttony's coming back as a new battle event, which is pretty cool. The fantasy costumes, it looks like they are coming back as well. So if you don't have all of your Lost Vein or Goddess Elizabeth costumes, this is a really good chance to go ahead and buy these. I honestly wish that this outfit could be used on Purgatory Bond. This outfit is so cool, and I really wanted to buy this one, but I was like, there really is no point in buying this outfit because it's not good. Like, none of the bonds are good. So if they made this outfit usable on Purgatory Bond, I would probably end up buying it, but I don't think it is, so that kind of sucks. I did end up buying the Gother one because I think it looks pretty cool, and the Merlin one is really cool too, but for some reason Merlin is like the one character that they give out like thousands of cosmetics for, so I was just like, okay, well, I'm not spending money on this because I already have 5 UR pieces in all of my equipment stuff. My Escanor's been maxed out for a long time, so I didn't want to buy that one. And then, I don't know, the Deanne one's kind of cool too. I don't really like the short hair on her, but the outfit itself is pretty cool. But green small Deanne is really the only one that I could really justify buying that for, and even then, she's not really used all that much. So yeah, I don't know. I like the look of all these outfits though. They're pretty cool. So obviously we're getting new bundles, special ticket bundle 1, 2, 3, a triple guarantee SSR bundle. So this, it looks like they're going to be able to, I would imagine this is probably going to be anywhere from like $40 to $80. And it looks like you're going to get 60 diamonds, a guaranteed SSR ticket on all 3 of the current banners, excluding the Excalibur Arthur one. So the seasonal banner, the Hawk and Oslo banner, and the Purgatory Bond banner, which is kind of interesting, but it just depends on how pricey that is and if you're willing to gamble on that, because obviously just because it's a guaranteed SSR does not mean that it's going to be a good one. So yeah, pretty interesting. Costume Enhanced bundle, of course. It looks like they're finally switching the final boss from the very newest one, the 4th season one, back to Kelak, which is pretty cool. I was kind of hoping it would be Akumu so I could try out the try and see how high I could get my scores on Akumu with Purgatory Bond, since he's really good for it, but oh well, not really a huge deal there. Knighthood competition schedule, and then it looks like they are buffing this Winged Elaine, which is kind of interesting. So they're making it to where her ultimate goes from 400 to 420%, and then release goes from 60 to 100%, which is pretty interesting. So the release damage is doubled. I can't remember exactly what release is. If I'm not mistaken, it's something to do with having DOT or something like that on your enemies and stuff like that. And then it looks like her stats and stuff like that are also going to be buffed up to 12% for each debuff on the enemies. So I don't think that that's really going to be enough, even with pairing her with the new Hawk and Oslo on the King team. I really just feel like the way that they made the King unit just ended up absolutely destroying the team. I don't think that the King unit himself is really good or like really bad, but they need to have some sort of like god tier support just for like DOT stuff to really make him relevant. Like there's not enough that they could do to these small little side characters to make him worth using. Like it's just not going to happen, I don't think. So they can keep buffing these characters all they want to. I really think it's just going to take a brand new character that is really OP only for the DOT category to really bring him out of retirement. So I don't know, this is kind of cool, I guess, if you're interested in the Winged King team, or you already have this unit or whatever the case may be. Might be worth trying out again. I don't know for sure, but I would be willing to bet it's still not going to do great. So okay, the King Arthur banner is going to be going away. Excalibur Arthur. So if you don't already have him for your Bond team, definitely try to pick him up, because he is a great support for not only Bond but Escanor as well. The only kicker is you have to be running a full team of humans, so that is kind of a problem, but honestly in today's meta it's not really that big of a deal. Running a human team is very meta and it's very good. So you know, if you don't have him, go for him. If you don't have the gems for it, save up for whatever's next. You'll be fine. Grand Cross Anniversary Part 1 events are obviously going to be ending, so all of this stuff is going to be getting replaced with the new Part 2 stuff, and then these bundles are going to be going away as well. So it looks like it's going to be a pretty simple patch, nothing too crazy here. Obviously some new events and stuff like that we'll be able to mess with and get free rewards from. Obviously these new UR costumes and stuff like that are kind of nice. The only problem really is that a regular Valenti really isn't used for a whole lot nowadays. Awakened Lilia is only really used for the Winged King team, which is kind of unfortunate. And then Easton is still actually very good. I really like the blue Easton for certain stuff, and red Easton is getting to be pretty meta with the Bond team. So at least that outfit should get a decent amount of use, which is pretty good, because I think that this costume is probably the one that people are the most excited about. So yeah, I don't know. These other two, I really doubt they're going to get a whole lot of playtime, which is kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. So that is pretty much it for me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Feel free to subscribe for more content in the future. I plan on going over, any of the new and interesting stuff that comes out in the patch when it comes out, or throughout the next week or so. So feel free to stay tuned. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe for more content in the future, and I will see you guys in the next video.